Audio is working. So, what is up, guys? Bro, and today.
Today we are going to be doing stuff. Hope you enjoy. Thank
you. So where we last left on the 51s. Sorry about the no uploads for like the past week and a half. My internet has been down. Plus, I went on a school trip, so I wasn't able to do any episodes or videos. So here I am.
And welcome back, everybody. Matt Vasgersian prepping you for tonight's AAA PCL action. But before we get to the ball game, let's have a look at the Bowman. Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Tonight, the first of this four-game weekend set between the Las Vegas 51s and the Iowa Cubs. Armstrong will get his first opportunity now. 14 home runs to his credit so far this year. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Runner at first here, one man out. Oh, and he leaves that one right over the plate as this is sent high and deep out to right center field. And it is gone, a home run. Stepping in, Johnny Monell, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Up with it, and the throw to first will be in time, so they stamp out the bunt attempt. And with that, here's a look at the iCubs on D.
All right. Good we up. 2-1.
Neil Armstrong takes into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Oh, and that's knocked down. Oh, and that's knocked down.
Well, let me tell you, when you're on a losing streak, this is an out. But when you're on a winning streak, man, these are the little breaks that just seem to always go your way. He's got himself an infield single.
Now to the plate, Samuel Feliz. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
And Matt with the double play.
All right, we managed to steal base. Feels the potential.
He's running towards second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And no throw as he'll just hang on to it. Two and one. He took second fairly easily. Any thought of third base here?
I don't think so. You've got a good hitter at the plate. A single is probably needs. I'd let him try to drive you in.
On the ground to third. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Andy Whitlock stands in again. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, he crushed it earlier, so let's see if he can get into another one in this at-bat.
And they'll put the tag on him here, and your guess is as good as mine as to what that was all about. But I do know this, the inning is over. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. Dilson Herrera is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
On the ground. Throw to first in time, one gone here in the fourth.
Center fielder, number 11.
Neil Armstrong strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Hit sharply toward the right side. And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
And he's well on his way to a nice series now. Third hit so far tonight. These guys are going to need his production here, so a welcome sight indeed.
Samuel Feliz digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the fifth.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big two-out AB right here, guys.
And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. No runs, a hit, 2 left. 5 innings complete. Wilmer Flores will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. We've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
And he's retired here, 1 away.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen
Neil Armstrong will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
this inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. So 3 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The iCubs win this one 6-5. Good night, everybody. Now on your home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show has coverage from the AAA Pacific Coast League. Dilson Herrera will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, kind of more of the same for him, guys. I mean, you can see that he's not sporting the strongest batting average this year.
2-strike bunt attempt here as this one's down. He'll come to the plate with it, and they get the force at home. Whatever works as the side is retired. So a bit of a rocky start there as they're able to load the bases. Neil Armstrong will stand in. He, too, had 3 hits in the win last night.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
Runners on first with 1 down. Pitch is popped up. Flores is there for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. A chance now to take it.
He's been on an absolute tear lately, hitting over 500 in his last 10 ball games. The baseball must look like a beach ball to him right now at the plate.
Here's a swing, and oh, man! Way out of here. Solo shot to right center. Home run number 16 for him on the year, and this ball game is tied at 1.
Wow, he is proven to be
Neil Armstrong stands in, coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
Well, the last time he saw a fastball and hit it pretty well, so we'll see how they work him this time. You can throw him more fastballs, but you better not put it in that location.
Stacy will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, which was the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. To third, to his right, Armstrong. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Neil Armstrong gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. In the air to center field, and deep back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. And as we wrap things up here, what do you say we name this guy right here as the recipient of our top player of the game award?
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around the minor leagues. Tonight it's the third of this four-game weekend series between the Las Vegas 51s and the Iowa. Neil Armstrong will stand in, coming off a 2-home run game a night ago. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out. Neil Armstrong will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 3 runs already home here. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. High and deep to straightaway right. Worth looks up. And this one is gone. A home run. Striding into the box, Sean Stacy. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
And he knows there was no real intention to hit him right there, but that doesn't make you feel any. He'll be looking to get some revenge right here.
Oh, to first. And a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on. Neil Armstrong strides forward to bat again, coming off a home run that plated 3 scores in his last appearance.
Well, I think he proved that he can turn on a pretty good fastball and hit it out of the ballpark, so you need a different approach in this at-bat.
Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Haywood going back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. The relay throw, and he is in there.
Well, that's one of the dangers.
Gabriel Gonzalez will stand in another dangerous spot here in the inning as this ball game is hanging on the precipice of getting out of hand.
Yeah, I think you have to get this guy if you're going to have any chance of sticking around. Even a single here might put this one out of reach.
Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Well, nobody's going to confuse this guy with Miguel Cabrera or Chris Davis, but with the runner on third, he doesn't have to hit the ball out of the ballpark. Just has to get one deep enough out there to deliver that run from third. That's nice going.
Christopher Negron stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. And he'll step off. Now the runner's on his way home. And here's the tag, and he is dead in the water trying to steal home there. That didn't work. So 1 run. Neil Armstrong will stand in as we'll flash you back to the second inning as you get a look at this key 3-run home run. Here's the first pitch to him. Out in front of it, strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Taken high and deep to right. Worth ranging back. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. Neil Armstrong steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he delivered more than once with runners in scoring position. Finished with 5 RBIs, and that was more than enough to lead his guys to victory.
With 1 error, they left 5 men on base.
And it would appear we'll see a pinch hitter here as he'll try to get something started with the bases empty and 2 away. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there.
Number 7, Neil Armstrong.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. Runners on the move for second. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We're through 6 full, and we are all tied 5-5. Brian Lewis is on the pitch now as he'll take over. And a very good performance offensively for this bunch, but out of everyone, I think we should single out this fellow right here as our top player of the game.
Yeah,
And welcome back, everybody. Matt Vasgersian prepping you for tonight's AAA PCL action. But before we get to the ball game, let's have a look at the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Neil Armstrong will be our subject, as he'll be making the very difficult transition to shortstop. Obviously a very important position, so the organization must have some trust in him, right, guys?
Well, you know, I did.
Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Tonight we get the week started. Neil Armstrong gets his first cuts now, but bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
A leap, but he won't get it. It's off the wall. And he will get there with the game's first hit, a 2-out double. Samuel Feliz will stand in, 1 for 4 with a double in yesterday's ball game.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get. Brian Ahn will stand in now, and as you take a look at the splits, his numbers compare unfavorably once he leaves the comforts of home. Drilled right back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. Long throw to third, and he is in there. Neil Armstrong walks into the box, reached base with a double his first time up.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
and at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Stepping in, Samuel Feliz. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Here's the 1-1. Runners on the move for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. 3 innings complete. The I-Cubs are out in front, 1-0. Ray Navarro in now, hopped out in his first trip. Smoked on the ground left side. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Bro.
Well, a lot of switch hitters like to use the whole field, and this guy's no different. And he just sprays this thing the other.
Greg Marcus digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
That's in there. Base hit. And the tag too late as he's across to tie things at 1. Caleb Coward will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well.
Throw to first.
Finally, a
so
play that we
leadoff
need.
man's retired here to begin the 6th. Brian On will stand in. He flew out his last time up. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Oh, way to get dirt. He's up with it. The throw. He's out.
Wow, made it look easy.
Now batting, shortstop.
Neil Armstrong digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
Neil Armstrong.
He pulls this one into right. Marcus is there, 2 down. Neil Armstrong digs in, looking to send something into the outfield that gives that go-ahead run a chance to score from second.
Well, no complaints on this end, guys. You've got to love any game that's this tight, this late.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Nava ranging back. Gone! A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. So a 2-run shot to left center, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far, and it's now 6-4.
And all season long, when they needed the...
Caleb Coward will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So no runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. Iowa leads it. Robert Netzel makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Armstrong is there for it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, that's a good start to this 4-game set. And I still think this is going to be one of those back-and-forth series. But they're able to take the opener here in front of the home crowd.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see...